Hey guys, it's David with The Verge, and we're taking a look at Flipboard 2.0. So there are a bunch of changes here. Some are sort of small and aesthetic, like it just takes up the whole screen now on your iPad or iPhone, and it just looks a little better. It's much more visual. There's a lot more pictures through the whole thing. This used to be just a list of text, and now it's a lot prettier to look through. But most of these changes are small. The search is pretty cool. It's now on the front page, and you can search across all of your different content and all your different sources. So you get not only stories on Flipboard, but you can see tweets and things on Facebook and YouTube and Google Plus and everything. So search is pretty powerful on here now. But the biggest new change is curation, they're calling it. And basically what it lets you do is create your own magazine. So instead of subscribing to the New York Times and Flipboard Tech and SB Nation and The Verge, you can actually make your own, and you can pull together all kinds of different content. So we at The Verge have done a bunch of really cool interviews, and we've actually made a magazine of all of the best interviews we've had. And you can add to your own magazine just by hitting that, and you can create a magazine, and you can share that with anyone you want. People can subscribe to your magazines, and as you add more things to it, it will actually subscribe and show them the new content as well. In general, Flipboard is still very much the same. It's pulling from a lot of different content sources, and as you build your own magazines, it preserves all of the information about where it came from, and you can actually, if you comment on a piece, it'll actually comment on the original website, which is pretty cool. But it all looks just like you'd expect it to, even across different magazines. And really the big thing here is that instead of doing a site-specific Tumblr or Twitter account, Flipboard wants you to build a Flipboard. So that's really the big difference. Flipboard says they have 50 million users now, and they're really pitching this as a way for publishers to get their stuff in front of a lot more people. It's still free, it works great, it's faster than ever. Video works well, you can listen to music as you flip, you can actually set up a soundtrack for a magazine and you can play it while you flip through and read. And in general, it's a pretty great solution. It's still not available offline, and it's still not available on the web, which are two things that would make Flipboard really, really cool. But even as it is, this is definitely a step forward for them as they go through, and makes Flipboard potentially, if people really get involved, a lot more useful of a way to find cool stuff to read. So that's Flipboard 2.0. It's out now for the iPad and iPhone, and will be out on Android soon.